So today we went to Auschwitz first, and then we went to another concentration camp, which was Birkenhau.
No one was really talking when they were walking around it, because they were just thinking of what happened and how bad it was, and we all came out and we didn't know what to say to each other.
It stuck in my mind to see how many shoes there actually was there, and obviously that's not all of the shoes, that's only like a small proportion, and there were so many, it was like 3.
When we passed the glass cabinet full of like shoes, the hair that they shaved off women and stuff's horrific.
Feels like all of these people died pointlessly. Can't believe it happened. It's mad.
When we went in and we saw the hair and the clothes and the shoes, that was pretty surreal, to be fair.
Kids' clothes is the worst one, and kids' shoes, and that they made stuff out of it. It was just horrible, like that they'd actually do that to people.
One of the most horrific scenes there was definitely with my little baby shoes. Because like, if that was my little brother and he was Jewish and he got born into like them concentration camps or something, then well, it's gonna be scarred my whole life, and it's just a nasty thing to do to all kids and babies.
Baby clothes and all their belongings and everything, that was just kind of just on display, and it was just like they'd actually been there, like walking on where we were walking, but the circumstances couldn't have been more different.
I think I remember seeing like two twins or something that was 16, and then another like lad that was 16 as well, and just kind of, because he's younger than me, which had been killed there, shocking to see like someone younger than me has been put in there and like with like all the adults and that. So I think that was the one bit that kind of will stay there.
It's very emotional because when we saw the hair, like all the hair that like the men and women have, you know, shaved off and everything, it's just thinking like, it's not good.
And when we went in the little huts, and you just imagine the people stood there where you were, and I couldn't imagine ever having to live like them. It was crazy.
I remember this one photo, and it was like a woman carrying like her baby and stuff, and like 2 little toddlers holding hands.
We thought they were in a safe place. The biggest thing for us was like, it was all kept a secret, so they had no idea that they'd gone in, but it never came out. And that's very
scary to think about.
Yeah.
Well, there must be like this feeling around your body where you get like a little shiver or something, like a little cold chill down your spine. It was like one of them feelings, just thinking that people had passed away there, tortured there, been treated badly, and just not treated right at all.
It was deep. Like, you couldn't imagine yourself being there. Like, I couldn't imagine myself being there because I'm so used to, like, you know, being self-centered, having makeup and stuff. So to think that young kids had to be killed because they weren't a certain height for working and all that kind of stuff, and they knew what was going to happen to, that's deep, because when I was that age I couldn't imagine stuff like that.
So we went in the gas chambers today, and it was very shocking because it's weird thinking that when you've gone in there, that's where people have died. It's not a good feeling, but you can see all like the scrape, like people when they scrape on the walls, but like trying to get out because they're told it's a shower, but once they get in there and they're like cramped up against the walls and that, they realise it's not. It takes about 20 minutes or so for them all to die, and it's up to about 2,000 people.
To think that people got gassed in there and people died in there and I stood in there was quite emotional.
It's not a place where I'd want to go again.
I think that was the thing that like got to people the most, actually being inside the gas chamber.
I was walking around with Dom and we weren't talking to each other because we didn't know what to say.
It's real people, like people have been exterminated, like pests.
They go through selection, and they get like sorted into men and boys and women and girls and like babies and stuff. And whoever couldn't work were like just killed straight away, straight off the train. And they thought they're like going and getting showers and getting food and water and stuff, but they weren't. They were just going to get killed.
Looking at the gas chambers made me think like, well, like it's real, like it was really happening. Like it was in the back of my mind. It happened when I learned about it at school and things, but then when it actually came to it, it hit me like, whoa, like millions of people have died here. Do you know what I mean?
I felt sorry for, obviously, for the people, for the Jews, for going through all of that, and obviously it was really morbid as well. Yeah, it's dark.
the fact that they went to that much trouble to like exterminate the people and everything, it's like, well, what was the point in it?
Knowing what happened there makes you like feel that you're with those people.
We saw the gas chambers where the people actually got like killed. It just made me think of life differently and just how we should like live it and not take it for granted.
There's not many people that get to see things like that and get to learn about things like that, so me having the opportunity to do that made me feel good to learn about things like that. It made me feel as if like, now I've got the knowledge to tell other people about it too.
Knowing that such inhumane things happened there was like, I can't describe it in words, it was more of a feeling that I had. It was just like a depressing feeling on my soul, and it made me value that in today's society we've like grown from such a place, because people are getting on much better now and that sort of thing won't happen again, and being able to have it there as like a symbol to remember. I'm really grateful for the experience from RAF Cosford and Walsall Council, and I couldn't ask for more than to put on like more events like this in the future for other people to experience it, because I think it's something that's very valuable to life and it makes us appreciate a lot more things in life as well.